Hello, everybody, and welcome to the World of Darkness. This is a scene for the Changeling venue. Trond, a strong son of House Aesin, has been ever so cordially invited to Count Pater's freehold. A small little three-dot affair. So about the size of a private island, if you will. Off the coast of Care Palisades in New Jersey. And he wasn't actually invited by Count Pater, though. He was invited by a baroness that serves underneath him. This would be the House Aesin representative, Baroness Zima. You will come to the freehold and you will find that it is, these Gordians do like their medieval 14th century tapestries, don't they? This looks like a living tapestry. Literally, actually. The trees are made out of carefully woven thread, and it comes down into branches that are woven as such. And, you know, everything, the flowers and the way that the grass moves, everything reminds you of a tapestry. Of course, there is this great castle on the island made of fabrics. You will, of course, be led into Baroness Zima's room, or several rooms, actually, because she is a baroness, and she'll be out there on the courtyard. She's a very tall woman. She's about, how tall do you think Saskia is? God, she's probably almost like 6 feet tall. All these Dutch people are. So I would say, if I'm 5'8" and I'm not a freaking giant, I would say that Zima is 6'1". We're going to say that she's got a lot of braids going on to make the cast of Game of Thrones jealous. And she has several furs on. She's dressed in winter clothes, even though the tapestry outside would suggest summer. She sees you, and her pale skin flushes and her icy eyes light up at the sight of a fellow Aesin.
Trond is just looking around at all of this tapestry work. It's not very impressive to him. This type of thing is gaudy in his eyes more than anything else. And as he's letting his eyes wander, one raven on his shoulder, the other flies about somewhere off scene. He catches Baroness Zima as well, and his eyes perk up as well, a couple raised eyebrows, as he too is happy to see a fellow housemate, as it were, in this strange land that he has brought himself to. My lady, it was a pleasure to see you again. And he offers a small but curt bow.
It's good to see you. And she smiles. At that, though, she switches to Norwegian and asks you, do you speak Norwegian by any chance?
On my sheet, yeah, do I? I don't have my sheet in front of me. Did I take academics? Or linguistics?
It would be linguistics.
Guess what I forgot to take? So, I'm speaking only in Norwegian, apparently, because I don't know English.
That explains everything, right?
Neat. Okay. Well,
You know what? You can. It's okay. It was in your character concept. It's just an oversight. You can buy it next month.
Yep.
If you want. Okay. That's
so,
okay. Although that would be hilarious.
And he drops to his native tongue and helps there, but which translates out to, of course I speak the name the of course I speak the language of my home country. Why would I not?
Well, let us converse in that instead. And her voice sounds a lot less formal when she switches to Norwegian. Oh, come, come. I was just having lunch here.
Having lunch. I'm going to drop the accent and just kind of keep the tone while speaking in Norwegian. So,
Okay.
having lunch. Yes, this is a very interesting place to have lunch, man. He's still just kind of letting his eyes wander about all this finery and trappings, as it were.
You should have seen the place when I first got here.
Oh,
It was
his
completely
eyebrows raised.
impractical. Overrun with wannabe dragons. And, cutesy little chimera. It's much more useful now.
He looks
But,
as though he just smelled something that has gone off. Just a look of mild disgust goes with him. Well, I love what you've done with the place, then.
oh, not me. My Lord Count Padar. He's learned a lot in this last year. Did you know uh, Count Valerius used to serve underneath him?
No. Why do you serve under this man?
Because honestly, here, a Gwydion is the only one I would work with. But here's too silly. Fiona, you flash them a bit of genitals and they lose their head. And they're Lunans, you can never get any real work out of them. The Dougal's only
No.
want to do their own work, and
The
nobody even
Alunids
talks to
are
the
too
Leons.
busy. The Alunids are too busy keeping their heads firmly planted next to their colons.
Actually, that's why I called you here, amongst a few other things. Thank you for coming, of course.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my lady.
Are you aware of some of the things that have been happening in neighboring kingdoms?
Oh, not as much. I have not taken the time to worry myself with the local affairs. I was not really even planning on staying here. I had been planning on to move out into the Kingdom of Grass and do a bit of wayfinding and searching, as it were, as I hear there are still places that have not had foot step on them for many a long year. But when word of a giant reached me being most likely problematic for the area here, well, I thought it serendipitous that my arrival was timed so congruent to the foe's arrival. I've decided to stay, at least until this is taken care of.
If you stay here, you'll find quite a few Jotuns to slay.
Hmm. It bothers me that Jotuns have shown their face on this side of the great ocean.
And so freely, too.
Freely? He sounds offended almost, but he's trying to keep his manners.
But things will be put right very soon.
The
Perhaps not
fucking
as
correct me if I'm wrong, but do not the fucking Alunids wish to try and communicate with this Jotun and see if they can hold Palavadar with him?
if that Jotun takes up all of their time, then our job would have been a lot easier. But no, they quickly realized that the thing was foolish enough to obey them. So it
Good.
hasn't caused nearly enough destruction for them. No. I will tell you now, there are things that are changing.
He
outside
just
the kingdoms.
he face palms and just shakes his head. And exactly how much life will have to be lost, how much destruction wanted until the thing needs to be finally put down. Fucking morons. And
I
actually, no,
understand.
I'm sorry. Out of character. In even in Norwegian, he still has a bit of an accent because of the area that he's from.
Okay. Okay. Uh, she stands up and she says, I understand that you come from the old country and you come very recently, and things are a lot more black and white there. But here, if you wish to last more than a week without succumbing to bedlam, then you must learn to be a little bit more delicate. You can still accomplish the same goals, but you need to be careful. There are not many of us here.
It's a shame. Finesse is not my one of my strong points, my lady. Perhaps
Well,
this is part of the reason why I've kept so closely to Froststone as of late. I have had little interaction with the locals, and that which I have seen does not impress me.
you don't have to talk to the humans.
Present
You
company
can
excluded.
mhm. You can have a good enough anchor in the gray world if you simply go to the parks and interact with the animals, with nature. It's sufficient. Now,
Um,
I know that you don't like what you see when you come here. How could any from House Aesin like this? But there are plans afoot to change that.
he leans in, clearly interested. He finger temples. I would do it on camera, but I'm holding my phone.
Now, this regent, Morwen, is no troll. She requires a lot more finesse. And to that end, it will take longer to turn this kingdom. But there are changes afoot in the other kingdoms. However, it has not gone unnoticed. Now, you are familiar with House Aesin.
Unfortunately.
And perhaps there's other groups out there. Don't know enough yet. But they are trying to figure out why the dreaming of these other kingdoms is different. They need to be stopped.
Different how? What are they trying to see?
I don't want you worrying about it yet. This is a lot of work, and I won't have it undone before it actually gets to start. What I need you to do is to distract them and ground them in the problems of this kingdom. They were perfectly happy to pay attention when the kingdom was in an uproar about who would be regent, but now that a regent is chosen, they're starting to pay attention to things across the border that do not concern them. Bosco, are you there?
Sorry, I'm back.
Cool.
Uh,
Oh,
you're saying there's a change afoot.
yes. Now, what you could do is ground these people in the problems of their own kingdom. And I, for my part, will try and stifle the petty concerns of House Aesin as best I can. I tried with House Aesin and was met with quite a lot of suspicion. But I've been serving in House Aesin for 2 years now and have gained their trust. Trond, do you like to go fishing?
Yes, where I'm from, that is part of the main stay of our home. What did the Ilunids take in problem with you, ma'am?
Um, I gather they're very touchy about openly unseelie people, given their house's own. Are you familiar, actually, with House Illuminat's crime?
No. People
They
have been
they
beating around the
killed.
bush with it. They do
Mm,
not wish to talk about it openly with me for some reason.
they slaughtered quite a few Jotun families in a less than honorable fashion and are ashamed of it. They were caught, is why they're ashamed of it.
Well, the fools do not know how to operate their own wars.
Let's hope they don't.
If they if they have such a problem with you, maybe they will have less of a problem with me.
Um, I, I was shut out from them as soon as they knew that I was openly unseelie.
I am not unseelie. I maintain the side that my fathers have raised me with, but I am not scared of the unseelie side. I am realizing that there is definitely reasons for both of us to exist, and many of my cousins in the homelands have embraced this side fully of themselves.
You are not interesting. Very interesting.
Does that dismay you, ma'am?
Indeed, it does.
Well, I am sorry to let you down. Do not,
You
do
are a
not doubt,
fantastic
though.
disappointment. Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't even have a title, do you? There was nothing when I inquired about you.
I am
I
a
said you were a
hunter.
knave.
No such words were uttered of Trond Ramstad Apasian. That is a good try, though.
To think I was going to go fishing with you. Get out of here.
Oh, come now, my lady. Do you have such qualms with those who do not share the exact side as you all the time?
I have waited for 2 years for someone of my house to come down here. And what do I get? Some wishy-washy Sealy member. I bet you enjoy McDonald's as well.
He laughs at you. What is McDonald's?
Well,
Who are they?
that's comforting at least, but no. Get out.
Is this what you truly wish? For I will, and perhaps you lose a great ally, and
Perhaps you heard nothing here, and you would do well to remember that.
perhaps I have already heard enough to make other friends. Don't make me make friends elsewhere.
You wish to play that game.
You are the one who started the game, ma'am.
I think you should
And
have been unseelie after all. Get out.
wait now. No, correct me if I am wrong, but this is not your freehold, is it?
These are my chambers, at least, and you will leave them now.
I lean over to Munin and see what wisdom he can impart on me right here.
Okay. I say his knowledge of etiquette will say that she does have more political connections than you do,
Yeah, yeah,
and she
but
could use that to pull strings if she wanted to. Neither you nor Moonin has common sense,
no.
but I will give you the etiquette and politics side of that.
All right, good enough. Um, he stands. He goes, I believe you are thinking hastily and have not completely thought out this situation. You are clearly underestimating me, and that is a mistake. He's still smiling at this. Seeing her anger aroused gives him pleasure. You know as well as I that our house is of all aspects. We are everything. And perhaps someone as myself could be of great use to someone as you. Perhaps you have just not figured out the correct task for the tool that has presented itself to you, ma'am.
She's studying herself, but gripping her chair too tightly, she rocks it back and forth as if she wants to throw it at you. But she says, your very next actions over the next couple of days, Trond, will speak volumes to me.
He's still well, he's sure that there's not much she's not finished. He's heard that long pause while collecting a person collecting himself goes. So until she says I'm finished or something like that, he's just gonna stand there politely listening, still that devious smile crossing his face though, which is bizarre because Tron doesn't smile very much at all.
All right, she takes her hands out, um, clicks them, or snaps her fingers, and two boggans come and open the door for you and show you out. She stares at you with again, an anger that's trying to gain control.
How long has it been since you were to the homelands? Still speaking in Norwegian, especially in front of the Boggans.
Okay, so yeah, make a dodge roll, please.
You have my sheet. You're gonna have to roll it for me.
Okay.
I am on phone. I wish the phone would allow me to roll the dice, but the phone it will not allow me to roll the dice.
All right. We'll roll the dice. Oh, that was terrible.
I didn't take any dodge because I figured it was part of athletics, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Um, well, a chair goes sailing past you. It cracks and splinters against the wall and takes out one of the boggins, who is knocked unconscious.
Yes.
The
And
other
he
boggin does not flinch and stands ready for orders.
he looks at the he watches he just kind of leans out of the way of the chair as it goes sailing past him and watches it uproot this boggins, and the smile is turning more to a grin now. Like he's maybe accomplished something that he was trying to do. Who knows? But he turns back to her, smile, full smile now. He's delighted. Has it been that long? I tell you this, my lady. When you figure you need to go back and find what it truly means to be a CN, you let me know. I will have placement ready for you. Until then, my lady, heed the words that I have told you. Even though you are of higher station than me, I have much knowledge and many other tricks to provide to you and the rest of the house. Best I can do, sorry.
Okay. Um, she's not going to say anything else. You're going to be led out of the door by the remaining boggin. And
He 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 puts hands on me?
no,
Okay.
no. This is a boggin from the old country, a manservant, if you will, who actually responds to you very politely in English. Sir, if you would be so kind. He's a very thick beard, and he's got the silks and so forth that say that he serves House Aesin.
Very well. Yes. I believe my business here is finished. Am I not correct, my lady? His eyes just a dance with mischief.
Boggin shakes his head, and she looks like she's about to say something. Shuts up. Shuts up. Okay. Um,
He raises his eyebrow. What was that?
2 weeks time. You do what I needed. You distract those who need to be distracted, and we will talk. You can tell from her tense body language, though, she's still furious and so upset. You were such a disappointment to her. She heaped a lot of hopes and dreams on you over the past 2 years. And with that, we will say that Trond goes on his merry way. And, oh, never mind, he's back.
Sorry.
Okay, I was just saying that you can tell that she invested a lot into meeting another scene and is taking this, how dare you be anything different, quite harshly and personal.
Oh, pumpkin.
But it would be like a House Aesin one, so it'd be like,
Yeah, right. No, he's. I'm sorry. Before my shit froze up, she started with 2 weeks time. You distract those, and that's when I
yes,
died
you
out.
you distract those troublesome people, make them focus on the kingdom. In those 2 weeks, if you show that you are capable of doing that, then come back to me. We can work together. Otherwise, no, we're not on the side I thought we were.
Hmm. You focus too much on sides and less on the big picture. 'Tis a shame. And at
It's
that,
a
he'll turn
shame.
his. Oh no, he turns his back on her and follows the
No.
boggin.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so I'm sorry. What was your dodge pull? Because I think I might have gotten that wrong the first time.
Oh, because you're gonna throw another chair?
There was two. um, um, crap. Where's your dex? I can't see today. Okay.
My deck should be 4.
No, I got it. Oh, oh, huh.
No, no,
um,
he doesn't dodge. Or was that
okay.
your throw?
No, that was the dodge. Um, how much damage would a chair do?
Strength.
Okay.
Oh, let's have fun. Strength 1.
Okay. So, there you go. You're gonna have some nasty bruises on your back as a chair connects with you and pushes you forward, if not trips you. Yeah, you know what? It's a fucking chair. I know you might be yeah, okay, you're pretty well built, but that's still gonna hurt you. Still gonna give you some bruises.
Like, oh. And he looks down at the boggins and goes, "This one has spirit. I can
Oh,
use that."
the other boggin is completely knocked out, but the
Yeah, we
remaining
left him.
one,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, yeah. The remaining one kicks away a splinter so that it can continue walking. Okay, if you are quite done antagonizing the NPC, she is completely out of chairs. So,
Me?
can I say, man, this entire situation is completely your fault. Totally.
Oh, because I'm Sealy.
I know it's you're filthy. You're just how could you? All right. So you are let out, and after that, everybody that you're going to see is dressed in Gordian liveries, and people are having a lovely picnic near the ocean, and there's
And
some
I
horseback
get out of
riding that's going
there
on,
as
and
soon as possible. It just all makes me wanna puke.
House of Seen Hell.
Yes, the fact that this house sister of mine involves herself with such ugh, it shows to her willpower. She will be a valuable ally when she realizes that she is one.
She's got more important things to do right now, like order more chairs.
She better get him by the gross because I am only begun.
um, she's got a little willpower. Okay, so if you're okay with this, we'll end the scene here.
Yeah, just fine with
Cool.
that.
Everybody, thanks for watching.